In the heart of a bustling city, there was a young boy named Arian who lived with his family. Every day, Arian would look out of his window at the neighboring apartment building, where vibrant potted plants lined the balconies. The building was a burst of colors and life, but Arian's family lived in a drab apartment with no greenery. Arian felt a sense of longing as he observed the lush gardens that seemed like a paradise just across the street. He wanted to create a green oasis of his own, but he didn't know where to start. One sunny morning, as Arian was walking to school, he noticed a small gardening shop nestled in a quiet corner of the city. The shop's colorful display of flowers and plants caught his attention. A friendly shop owner, Mr. Smith, was tending to the beautiful flowers and shrubs. Arian approached Mr. Smith and asked, "Excuse me, Mr. Smith, how do I grow a beautiful garden like the ones in the apartment building across the street?" Mr. Smith had a warm smile and said, "Well, young man, it's all about learning to care for your plants. Let me show you the basics. You need to choose the right soil, water your plants regularly, and give them plenty of sunshine." Arian replied, "Thank you, Mr. Smith. I'm really excited to try this. Can you help me pick some plants to start with?" Mr. Smith nodded. "Of course, Arian. Let's start with some easy-to-care-for flowers and a couple of hardy houseplants. That way, you'll get the hang of things." Arian was captivated by Mr. Smith's advice and decided to give gardening a try. He purchased a few small plants and, with Mr. Smith's guidance, learned the basics of planting, watering, and nurturing his little garden. As weeks turned into months, Arian's balcony transformed into a colorful garden. The once dull apartment came to life with blooming flowers and vibrant greens. Arian felt immense satisfaction and joy as he watched his plants grow. One evening, his father, Mr. Kapoor, said, "Arian, your garden is looking amazing. It's brought so much life to our home." Arian's sister, Maya, added, "I love spending time on the balcony, reading and looking at the flowers. It's so peaceful." Over time, Arian's neighbors across the street noticed the transformation of his apartment. Mrs. Verma said, "Arian, your garden is such an inspiration. I've always wanted to create a balcony garden, and now I'm going to start one." Mrs. Tanaka chimed in, "Count me in too. Arian, you've shown us how a little greenery can brighten up our lives." As Arian's garden grew, so did his knowledge of plants and the environment. He began to learn about the importance of conservation and the role plants play in keeping the air clean and fresh. One day, he proudly shared with his family, "Plants are like nature's air purifiers. They absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which is so good for the air we breathe." Arian's small balcony garden had not only beautified his apartment but had also connected the community and inspired a love for nature. He had turned his initial longing for greenery into a thriving garden that brought joy and learning to everyone around.